Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Patrick Siepman. Welcome to the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. Coming up on today's show, we just got a good old-fashioned Minnesota Vikings mailbag. We're going to talk about the latest around your favorite football team. We're going to first start off here with Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell. Looks like it's Burner in the chat. Saying, should Kevin O'Connell be on the hot seat? Seeing this float around on social media in the comment section. I don't think he should be on the hot seat necessarily. Like, I think no matter what, KOC, even if they lose every single game the rest of the season and lose all of the games the following year, you at least give them the next 2 years. But the seat is warm. You would be naive to say that the seat is not warm with Kevin O'Connell. I understand he just is coming off a Coach of the Year award, but if you were just grading him on the 2025 season as we were filming this after the Week 8 loss to the Chargers, he has been a D+, C- level head coach. And 2 concerning stats, or I'll give you guys one. And this is a Kevin O'Connell stat. This is the stats just from this year, but this has been an issue for the past 4 seasons with KOC. The Vikings on 2nd and 2 and 3rd and 2 or fewer. So short yardage situations. They have ran 35 plays so far this season. They have 18 pass attempts, most in the NFL. They have 15 rush attempts. That's 28th in the NFL. They have 17 first downs. That's 29th. And their success rate, last in the National Football League at 44.7%. The average in those situations is 63.3%. That game against the Chargers, 3rd and 1 on the opening drive. You go play action with Justin Jefferson lined up at tailback and Jordan Mason at fullback. You run into the short side of the field. It's a bonehead play call. And this gets back to the point, even though I still think KOC is a good head coach, he's got no physicality with his team. Like, we are the opposite of the Dan Campbell Lions. Like, we're finesse. We're trying to beat you on the outside, and this stat kind of proves that. Like, never are the Vikings just like, hey, we got you 2nd and 2. We're just going to hand the ball off to our big bruising running back 2 times. That is a Kevin O'Connell stat. That's probably the most concerning thing around him. And also 4 straight years, can't run the ball. Is he on the hot seat? Probably not. It's just turned up a little bit. It's warm. Lukewarm right now. Thomas, what's going on? If the Vikings were to trade up for a new quarterback, who do you think they pick? Not going to spend too much time on this. We still have J.J. McCarthy. There's no real reason to talk about it. Fernando Mendoza, that's about it. I appreciate you, Thomas. Keegan saying, who would be a better option if they fire him? Talking about KOC, there's not really a better option out there. That's why they're going to probably keep him for the next 2 seasons at least. But for Kwesi, there's probably a lot of options out there. But Keegan, I appreciate you. But again, they're not going to fire KOC anytime soon. Zach Gaiman, what's going on? Do you agree with drafting Felton since he isn't starting, or should we have drafted Bowman or someone? I mean, you should have 100% have drafted Billy Bowman. Right now the Ty Felton pick doesn't look too good. Again, he hasn't played, so I don't really want to just be like, oh, Ty Felton stinks. But yeah, right now it doesn't look good. Especially like Cam Scadaboo was a pick, I think 3 after Ty Felton, and necessarily he's just been a gunner this season. So he hasn't worked out, but he also hasn't had the opportunity to work out. So do I agree or disagree with it? I would probably disagree with it right now. But again, it's easy for me to say that right now. I was shocked at the wide receiver position pick when it happened. It looks like just another guy that Kwesi missed on. I mean, all of his drafts stink. Like, the Vikings haven't had a good draft since 2021. That was the last year with Rick Spielman. I'm cool coming in saying, how much longer do you think Jefferson will stay with the Vikings with this incompetence and after being so patient with us? Justin Jefferson's probably the only one that knows the answer to that question. I would think he would want to ride it out. I feel like he really does enjoy the city of Minneapolis, and he enjoys being a Minnesota Viking. But I mean, also seeing how much of a competitor this guy is. Like, he won a natty at LSU. I'm sure he won some natties or some state championships in high school. Like, this guy wants to win football games. And if he is saying, like, man, I have no quarterback here. Like, obviously, if J.J. McCarthy works out, I'm sure the other J.J. Jefferson would want to stay. But if he sees, like, J.J. for the next 10 games or whatever, how many games you got left here? Yeah, 10 games. If he doesn't work out, I'm sure Jefferson's probably going to have a lot of long nights thinking about, like, do I want to request a trade? Like, that's not who he is in his DNA, but also his DNA. He is a competitor. And if I ever got that notification on my phone Justin Jefferson requests a trade. I hope all of you would do the same thing. Nobody should be upset with them. Like, they have failed this guy so far. Like, again, you have won a lot of regular season games. He has put up some great numbers. He is one of the most talented wide receivers the game of football has ever seen, but he wants to go win. He's also probably looking at a guy like Randy Moss, and he's like, oh, man, when Randy Moss left the Vikings, obviously he had that weird stint with the Raiders, but then he found Tom Brady, and he had one of the best wide receiver years of all time when he had 22, 23 touchdowns that season. So I hope he will stay, but again, the only person that knows that answer is Jettis himself. Should the offensive line coaches also be replaced 100%? Other teams plagued by IRs have better backups than ours. Yeah, I mean, Chris Cupper, I don't know why he still has a job, especially if you're looking around like other Vikings offensive linemen that have left this team and have had career resurgences on the offensive line. Like Ed Ingram looks good, Bradbury looks good, Ezra Cleveland looks good. Those are 3 starters who we just wanted to kick to the curb, and they're playing good football. So yeah, like it is incredibly concerning. Like that's why I think it's also a coaching issue with the offensive line. Like that's why I hate that excuse for Kevin O'Connell. Be like, oh, how can Kevin O'Connell run the ball? He doesn't have an offensive line. It's been the same thing for 4 years. Figure it out, dude. You're the head coach. Enough of the excuses. The honeymoon phase is over. This is going to be 4 straight years without a playoff win. It's okay. I know he's got the hardware. I know he's got the Coach of the Year trophy, but it's okay to criticize the guy. He hasn't been good enough. I got duped. Now, I mean, like I said at the top, he's not in the hot seat. Just a tad warm. Brady then. Do you think so far first-round pick was kind of bad? I was so mad when they didn't draft Eamon Warrior, Will Johnson. I mean, we'll see with Donovan Jackson. I don't want to dunk on the guy after he's only played 4 games so far this season. But yeah, I mean, Nick Eamon Warrior looks like a stud in Seattle. Will Johnson looks like a stud. So yeah, I mean, again, that just all comes back to you got a GM who frankly doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't. His draft class stinks. He has had one good free agency period. He botched the quarterback thing this offseason. The guy blows. And honestly, this question, there's really one right answer to it. Who's more to blame, Kevin O'Connell or Kwesi Adofo-Mensah? It's this guy right here, 110%. Like I would be shocked. I would be so upset if he is controlling next year's draft. But you gave him an extension this offseason, so he probably will be. You guys let me know who's more to blame. I'm going Cam over KO. All right, dive into more of your guys' questions here in a second. But first, got to give a massive shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, and that is Factor Meals. Now, if you guys could, head over to factormeals.com/VikingsChat50 off. Use promo code VikingsChat50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. It's code VikingsChat50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Now, fall always feels like a reset. Between back to school, busy routines, and shorter days, finding time to cook can be tough. That's why I love Factor. The chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season gets. Factor offers more variety and more meals. Choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp, and no extra cost. You guys can also support your wellness goals with even more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet option packed with protein and good-for-you fats. So head on over to factormeals.com/VikingsChat50 off. Use code VikingsChat50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. It's code VikingsChat50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. This offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Vikings fan coming in. What's going on, Brody? Saying it feels unreal that we're able to talk about firing KOC. If we didn't make those terrible decisions, imagine where we would probably be a top 10 team. I'm assuming you're talking about the Sam Darnold situation in that question. Probably. I mean, we'll be a top 10 team. I mean, obviously, you've had some of the worst quarterback play in the league, and it's the most important position in the game. I don't know. I just think, like, my issues with Kevin O'Connell are not just with the quarterback spot. It is with the run game, and it's with, like, the identity of your football team. Like, do you think anybody fears us at all in the NFL? Like, even when we were winning 14 games, 13 games those previous 2 or 3 seasons, do you think anybody fears us? Like, teams fear the Eagles. Like, teams fear the Niners, where they're downhill. smash mouth football. Like the Kansas City Chiefs even had that a little bit over the last couple of years with, Andy Reid. Like, we're a soft football team. Like, those stats on 2nd and 2 and 3rd and 2 or fewer, that's embarrassing for Kevin O'Connell. Like, check your nuts. You were just a soft football team. You're a finesse football team. And, yeah, it feels weird to be talking about it. Blinky, what's going on? I'm sorry, Pat, but talking KOC on the hot seat yet is foolish. Please name 10 better coaches with a Super Bowl win or an appearance better than him. Yes, he has flaws. No one can win with the offensive line coach. Yeah, Blinky, I'm not saying, Kevin O'Connell should be fired at all. I'm not even saying he should be on the hot seat at this point. I'm just saying his seat should be warm. And please name 10 better coaches with a Super Bowl win or an appearance. Well, listen, his Super Bowl win, he was the non-offensive play call, or he was the non-play calling offensive coordinator with Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, and guys like Aaron Donald, Von Miller. Like, they had a loaded team. And, yeah, like, every coach has flaws. But also, like, the offensive line issues and the issues of, not being able to run the football. Like, it's not just this year. It wasn't just last year. It's not just the year before. It's been all 4 seasons you have had bad offensive line play. That's on the head coach, everybody. Like, it's not just on the offensive line coach. Them not being able to run the ball is on Kevin O'Connell. Like, please, can we just, as a fan base, the honeymoon phase is over. After this season, he'll be the head coach for the Vikings for 4 years, and we'll have 0 to show for it. 0 playoff wins. I know it sounds crazy for a guy just winning the Coach of the Year award, but Matt Nagy won it. Brian Dable's been on the hot seat for a year and a half. Yeah, I'm cool with talking about it. I honestly don't really think it's that foolish. It's been that bad this season. Cohen Banks saying, what is our biggest need right now? Quarterback. We'll see if we got that answer with J.J. McCarthy. But, yeah, quarterback 110%. Honestly, like other positions like corner, safety, interior defensive line, especially with Hargrave being as bad as he is. But Jalen Redmond's been good. Tight end is probably going to be a position need here this offseason. Yeah, there's a lot. When you're a 3-4 team, you just got blasted like they did. There's a lot of holes on this roster, and it's unfortunate. Rosama, it's wild how we thought the free agency signings were going to make us possible contenders. Now here we are. Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, man. We all did. We all were like, all right, we got 4 great guys in the trenches, like Javon Hargrave, like that name, Javon Hargrave, Jonathan Allen, Willie Fries, Ryan Kelly. Like, it sounded so good on paper. And now we're here talking about being sellers at the deadline. It's KOC on the hot seat, and yeah, it's incredibly disappointing. I've never seen a team flip like the way the Vikings had. Like, it was last January when we were heading into that game, Week 18, and like we're feeling so good, not only about that season but the future of the franchise. And now, look at where we are. Elder, what happened on Thursday night? Did we fire KOC? What has been going on? No, we don't fire KOC, but he was terrible on Thursday. No commitment to the run game. Didn't put his quarterback in a position to win, but also his quarterback was flat out terrible. The offensive line was flat out terrible. The defense was flat out terrible. Listen, when you lose the game 37-10, and you really should have lost the game 40-3, everybody gets a slice of the blame pie. But biggest slice of the blame pie so far this season, why are the Vikings 3-4? It's Kevin O'Connell. He gets 51% of it. Injuries, get another 20. Carson Wentz will probably get, the other 29. But KOC deserves the majority of the blame, and it's okay to say that. I wish more people would call him out. It feels like Kevin O'Connell is just protected in bubble wrap, and everybody is so afraid to critique this guy, and it's annoying as hell in my opinion. The guy hasn't done anything for this franchise. He got his own hardware. He got his own Coach of the Year award trophy. What do we got? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He let a potential franchise quarterback walk out the freaking door. It's just what it is. But I do want to say thank you guys so much. Obviously, down times right now, but you guys are still supporting the channel like crazy. So thank you guys so much. Make these tough times easier, and we'll get on out of here. As always, let's go Vikes.